Now back to Cofield and Company, live from Oasis Bar and Grill on ESPN Las Vegas and ESPN Reno.
Taco Tuesday, get on out here. Beach King game is going to be on 5 o'clock in Nashville. Adam Hill, Steve Cofield, Vanessa on the scene. On Decatur, south of Trop. I was screaming at the sports action on the TV earlier. I mean, this is exciting.
You just don't get it, bro.
I really don't. I'll scream at this part. But Serena's looking good.
Yes.
She must be invested in this thing, right?
Has to be.
So what is this thing?
Arena golf? Virtual?
Is it like TPG,
arena?
TCG, something,
Yeah.
T and G?
It's
TGL.
It's golf.
TGL.
It's golf in an arena.
Right.
They use the simulator for the tee shot and the approach. And then there's
Okay.
a real green.
Right.
So basically it's just sped up golf, which I think is good. It's like watching a golf tournament, but it's much faster.
Environmentally friendly golf? Like we can get rid of all the golf courses and
Sure.
build housing? Mostly
Sure.
for not us, but
I
I
think
mean,
it's
I don't think that's the goal.
think it's more for TV.
Yeah.
Because golf tournaments take a long time to watch and get invested in. And
Probably
this
as expensive as hell to broadcast.
Yeah.
Cameras all over.
this is
the
much cheaper in a lot of ways and much quicker.
Yeah.
More fast paced. It's a team game.
Yeah. Can I give you another
Good for betting.
Another descriptor? Much dumber. I'm sorry, I
Smarter.
can't do this.
How's it dumber?
Because I want to see a real course.
You do. You see on the simulator, you see the flyover. It's actually more beautiful.
You're an anti-outdoorer,
I am.
an anti-treer.
Yeah.
You're not really a pro golfer. You're kind of anti-golfer.
I've played a couple rounds recently.
Why don't they have the odds on the board? If we're going to do this, if this is for gambling, let's just go right to it.
You got live betting, you got props, all those things. So
I can't believe people would bet this.
some people may have today.
You bet this.
I told you before it started. Yeah, I got pretty strong information and bet LA. And the line moved pretty significantly.
How do you know someone behind the scenes with the, okay, I'm going to sound like just very old, working the computer? It's just like, you know what? Are they taking bets on this on ESPN Bet?
That's a good question.
All right.
They shouldn't be.
You want to bring this one up?
Yeah. I mean, look, there's a reason we said from the beginning ESPN should not have a betting operation.
Content providers.
If they're also going to be broadcasting the events.
Yep.
And solicit, or, giving
Conflict
advice.
of interest.
There was a moment, and I think it was mostly, I don't think it was anything nefarious, but again, the perception is reality in a lot of cases, and you can't have the bad perceptions of things. You can't have things that look untoward, especially in the betting world. And yesterday they threw to Jason Kelsey and asked him, hey, what do you like on this prop? And he said, I'm going to say over because that's what they told me to say. Basically
Matt Stafford
saying,
touchdown passes.
basically saying, look, I don't know anything about this. I'm not a betting guy, but they told me to say over. Now, who told you? I assume it's producers told them to say over. But did the operators of ESPN Bet say, hey, we need some action on the over, stay over? I don't think that's what happened.
That's an outrageous claim that would never happen.
Who knows? But I don't think it did.
You're right. You don't know.
Exactly. I don't think it did.
I'm not ripping you.
That's the problem.
There's a possibility.
The uncertainty is the problem. And you can't have that in operational betting markets and in trustworthy betting markets. You can't have that.
Is Kelsey a douche for saying that on TV? Can sports people, even the ex-football players right off the field, can you embrace it a little bit to frame the story?
I would think you could. And I'm trying to think.
I listened to Satellite today, and someone was talking about the fact that the Chargers weren't going to go into Houston and pull the upset. It's by the numbers, it's not an upset.
Yeah.
I get it by the seeds. It is just like a basic understanding. All these worlds coming together are getting a little annoying.
Hi, I'm Miley O'Keefe. In competitive gymnastics, flexibility and precision are crucial, and Les Olson IT knows how important flexibility and precision are to your business. It's why they deliver the very best IT security, office equipment, collaborative technology, and so much more. Let Les Olson IT's Perfect 10 service empower your business at lesolsonit.com.
Jaguar Land Rover Las Vegas would like to invite you to own a luxury vehicle without the luxury expense. Our certified pre-owned Jaguars and Land Rovers have warranties available up to 100,000 miles. Find out more today at jlrlv.com.
Accidents happen every day and can be devastating and life-changing. Hi, this is Paul Pata from Paul Pata Law. Whether it's a car accident, a motorcycle accident, or slip and fall on commercial premises, if you are injured due to someone else's negligence, our team of expert injury attorneys will focus on you and your case and help you get your life back on track. Remember, it's not about the injury, it's about the recovery. Check us out at paulpatalaw.com or call us 702-707-3000.
I'm Eli Manning. And I'm Peyton Manning. We want to tell you about the Caesars Sportsbook Nevada app with Caesars Rewards. You can instantly redeem your Caesars Reward credits for sports bets right on the app. You can also use the Caesars Reward credits earned on the app for meals and experiences at 15 resorts across the state, including the Bacchanal Buffet at Caesars Palace. Don't forget those tier credits. With your wagers on the Caesars Sportsbook Nevada app, you can unlock free parking and much more.
Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Good morning.
Vegas is built on service.
Studio lights on, please.
3 shifts a day.
All right, let's do this.
As your morning begins.
It's showtime. We have a lot to talk about live on the program for the next 3 hours.
To do our part, News 3 Today delivers Las Vegas stories that shape your community.
Just into breaking news on the economic front.
So, whether it's late breaking
news,
bumper to bumper,
avoid using flamingo,
or clearing skies,
no showers anticipated.
it's News 3 Today.
This is JT for Grimaldi's New York-style coal-fired brick oven pizza. 4 locations in the Valley, Summerlin in Boca Park, on the Strip at the Palazzo, Southwest Las Vegas on Rainbow, and in Green Valley on Eastern Avenue. Grimaldi's, the best pizza I've ever had.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it. Did you know that 1 in 4 people seeking treatment for ED are under 40? So you're not alone. And even better, Hims can help. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs at up to 95% less than the brand names when you get started at hims.com/joy. It all starts with an online intake form. From there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. Through hims.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. hims.com/joy.
Modelo is an official cerveza of the Las Vegas Raiders and the JT the Brick Show. Modelo Especial is a rich, full-flavored Pilsner-style lager, delivering a crisp, refreshing taste, brewed with fighting spirit since 1925.
Las Vegas, this is Dan Mullen, the new head coach for your UNLV football team. I'm excited to get started and would like you to join me at Allegiant Stadium next season. Visit UNLVtickets.com to get your season tickets today. Go Rebels!
It's Cofield and Company's Eye on Sports Gambling, presented by Oasis Bar and Grill. Only on ESPN Las Vegas and ESPN Reno.
Oasis Bar and Grill on a Tuesday. Johnny's here. I think Elliot might be taking over. You getting some tacos?
Passing the torch.
You getting some tacos?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not pressuring you. You get whatever you
Felt
want.
like you were.
No, not at all. It would be like, I don't want you to be like, they're junk.
No, everything here is delicious.
Let's bring in Sammy P from BetQL. Sam, what up, buddy?
Steve, Adam, good morning,
Yes.
Good afternoon, good evening.
Yes. How much did you guys go off on Minnesota and Sam Darnold?
Well, it's an easy target. This is now the second time in the last 3 years they've been very good in the regular season. You could argue great, and flamed out. And I thought to myself last night, which city has it worse? I mean, you could throw Cleveland out there, but they had LeBron and won a title. You could throw Cincinnati out there. They don't have a team in every sport. I mean, what's worse than being a fan of the Vikings, Timberwolves, Twins, and Minnesota Wild? You just never know when that next big win is going to be. And they're teams that usually have decent regular seasons, but then when they get to the playoffs, like you guys fill out brackets and you guys bet on sports. When was the last time you put a Minnesota team to win any championship?
Detroit hasn't been much better. I mean, now they've got the Lions, but it hasn't been great.
You had Michigan football.
Yeah, they were talking pro.
The Red Wings were a dynasty in the 90s, late 90s.
It's been a long time.
No, you're right. The Pistons won a title, though. They won a couple. So I don't know. I mean, it's fun conversation, but I mean, I know a lot of Minnesota sports fans, and they're all super, super sad right now. And you know what's wild, Adam? After they lost to Detroit in that Sunday night game, Week 18, for the number 1 seed, I was trying to build them back up, not the opposite. Like, I was like, it's going to be cool. You guys are going to be fine. You're going to beat the Rams. And basically every single one said to me, nope, we're dead. Yeah. Like, they had already buried the team before the game against the Rams.
Yeah, they're having Gary Anderson flashbacks.
Oh, yeah.
Sammy P, BetQL up on Cofield and Company. I'm going to jump ahead all the way to Monday before we get to the NFL and talk college football. You have a futures ticket for the title, right, on Notre Dame?
Yeah, I got 10-1. I bet it a couple times, so I'm very hopeful. It'd be a nice windfall for me. Unfortunately, Steve, any handicap I make on this game will be biased. And also double unfortunate, I don't know that I can hedge it because obviously Ohio State's the favorite, like 8.5. I don't have the screen in front of me right now. I'm out. But it's hard. It's hard to hedge a future when you have the dog and the favorite is minus 350 on the money line. I don't think there's much I can do. Obviously I could bet the Buckeyes to win, but at that point, like, why do you even bet? Like, you make a bet to win a bet, not to hedge a bet. So I'm going to roll it. I hope we can turn them over enough. I say we like I'm on the team. Obviously, I'm not. I hope Notre Dame can turn them over. Notre Dame's been very good at that all season. If they don't get the turnovers, I don't think I have a chance.
Will you, and for other people that are in your position, which I know a few of them, will you try to look for in-game opportunities?
Absolutely. If Notre Dame goes up 7-0, that will cheapen not only the in-game spread, which might go down to Ohio State -3. If I could do that at -110, hell yeah, sign me up. If it's -3 on the game line in-game, it would be about -170 Ohio State money line. That's a much easier hedge. Say you're playing with $1,000. Say you bet 100 at 10-1 to win 1,000. It's a lot tougher to bet 350 to win 100 pregame. But if Ohio State does go down 7-0, now I can bet 340 to win 2 units, and I come out ahead no matter what. That would be ideal. If Notre Dame takes the opening kickoff back, I will be the happiest person on the planet.
Sammy P is with us. Okay, let's get to some NFL here. First of all, what future tickets do you have in the NFL? Did you you talk about betting the Chiefs every year before the season, I think. Did you do it this year?
It's the best bet to make going into a season. You just bet them at 6-1. They're going to be either the 1 or the 2 seed, and they probably host the AFC Championship. And here we are again. They have the path to host another one. I bet that 6-1 the last 6 years now, and it's made me a lot of money because they've won 3 times. Nice bet, nerd. Yeah, well, okay, there you go. And then I've got Eagles to win the NFC at 7-1. And I haven't really done much. Like, I like where I'm at. I do believe in my heart of hearts that those are 2 of the best teams in the league. I'm scared of the Bills and Adams guy, Josh Allen. You know what's funny, too? Not to segue off of what I did future-wise, but I can't find one person picking the Bills yet. Now, it's early, but there's a lot of people I respect on the Ravens and a lot of people I don't respect on the Ravens. It feels like the books are going to need the Bills. Could the Bills go all the way? Yes. Could the Ravens? Yes. Could the Lions? Yes. But I do like Kansas City and Philly, and I'm glad I made those bets.
Could the Texans? They're +9 against the Chiefs. You want the points? You want the upset? Any shot?
Nah, I'll just leave the Chiefs to win at that point. I understand people coming in to bet against the Chiefs. Go look at Travis Kelce's game logs, by the way, in the playoffs. And I know Kelce didn't really have the greatest regular season, but he's a lot like Gronk in the way that, okay, just get him healthy, keep him on the field, and then we will unleash him in the playoffs. Go look at the box scores in Travis Kelce's last 5 postseasons. It's alarming how dangerous he is. So I'll be looking when they start posting his props, in Vegas and in other places. I'll be looking to bet him to score a touchdown and bet him over his reception number because he becomes a security blankie in the playoffs.
Adam, do you, of all people, want to make a case for the Bills in the game against the Ravens?
I don't. I am very interested in weather because it sounds, obviously it's cold this time of year, no question. Sounds like they are expecting snow, although you never know this far out how it's actually going to play out, especially in Orchard Park, which is right by the lake, and the lake controls so much of what the weather is going to be. But if it's snow, I don't know that helps Buffalo. It's just a really weird phenomenon that you would think it would be much more beneficial to them, but I don't know if it is better for them against a Baltimore team that is so good running the ball and stopping the run. Might favor them in this case. So that's a weird dynamic part of this game, I think.
Well, I always thought that the snow helped the passing offenses the most, as ironic as that sounds, because defenders start slipping, right? It's tough to be a corner or a safety, and you got to pivot on a dime when a receiver's trying to dice you up. Like, I've always thought it was easier for teams that pass the ball well and tougher for teams that run the ball. But that's what I think. It doesn't mean I'm right.
Yeah, Ravens are better at both.
What's that?
Ravens are better at both.
The Ravens are not better at passing than the Bills, not without Zay Flowers.
Well, I think he's playing. But yeah, I think they are.
Sammy, don't take the bait.
I don't think he's playing.
Okay.
How juiced are we about the Rams moving forward with 5.5 against the Eagles?
I'm more juiced about Adam Hill being a Bills fan that hates the Bills. That's what I'm the most juiced about.
You finally picked up on that. That's why we had a couple combos earlier, and I was like, all right, moving on.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, like you don't want anything nice for teams that you love. Got it.
I despise
He
them.
doesn't love them
I
anymore.
hate them.
He doesn't love them anymore. So
the Rams are going to be this week. The Rams are going to be a public dog. People are going to come out of the woodwork and bet the Rams. That's not to say that it won't win, but when you look up and you see Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay and Cooper Kupp, that Super Bowl winning trifecta, along with Nakua, the line's healthy, the defense looks really good suddenly last 4 or 5 weeks. I have a feeling the Rams are going to be the public dog of the week this weekend. Like, people are going to they're going to push people out of the way to bet +6 and 5.5. And I try to generally avoid those sides in the playoffs.
Lions laying 9.5 against the Commies. I say Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson are very distracted. No, I'm not going to go with that handicap. What do you think about the game?
Yeah, did you see Schefter today report that both of those coordinators are going to be head coaches? I'm like, oh, that's exactly what you want in the middle of a playoff run. The Lions haven't won a big game since the 1950s, and now the coordinators are both taking interviews and multiple interviews. Great.
Maybe my point is valid, that there could be a distraction.
100%. 100%. Now, look, Jaden Daniels has to protect the football. That is the key to that game. Obviously, it's the key to every game. And if you go back and look at the last 6 games from the weekend, the better quarterback basically won every game. I mean, look which quarterback played better. That quarterback won the game. If Daniels can do what he's done, and he can protect the ball, and also they can convert on these 3rd and shorts and 4th and shorts, they're going to be in the game. I don't know that they can win it because the Lions are awesome, but that should be the funnest game. Funnest isn't a word. That should be the most fun game of the weekend, Detroit and Washington.
Very important in the world of sports gambling to not overreact to one result. Can we mention some Big Ten basketball that's going on tonight? Whatever that. I can't compute time anymore. So Illinois and USC over the weekend, what was that, like a 7 a.m. Pacific start? And USC got the job done. Now, Illinois tonight, I don't know if you bet this, but on the road, 60-32 against Indiana. Hello.
I won 120 points. I won 120. I despise Indiana. You know, I'm an Illinois guy. I went there. We are good enough. We are good enough to go to the Final Four. We didn't have our best player against USC. Yakachonis, who's going to be a top 10 pick. I mean, we go 7-8 guys deep. I can say we because I went there. That team is very good. I'm trying not to get too excited. The last time I was this excited, we lost to Loyola in the second round, and Sister Jean was wheelchairing around the court. That was not great. But this team is loaded. There are 3 or 4 NBA guys on this team. What are they going to score? Are they going to score 120 tonight? I think. I hope at least.
By the way, now you've lit a really dangerous spark by mentioning Sister Jean.
Ugh.
This might be worse than the Bills for Adam Hill.
Ugh.
Oh, I don't look. There are many characters I don't like. Sister Jean is one of them. Mattress Mac is another. I'm not for these front-facing figures.
We're on the same page on both of them.
Okay. You know what? I never get an update from you, and I see your band list all the time. I'm going to say something that I don't think you're going to like, but I think Jason Benetti is better than Sean McDonough, and I think they sound alike, but I think Benetti's better.
I'm going to leave my thoughts to myself.
There you go. I don't know what it is, but I have those too. Where it's like, it feels like someone pooped in someone's cornflakes, and that's it. You're just not gonna mention it. All right, Sammy. I appreciate you coming on. You want to shout out? We'll turn up the speakers. There he is. Yep, Johnny says hi. The Oasis crowd here says hi.
Oasis, the strongest pour in Vegas. I miss them.
You ain't lying. All right, Sammy. We'll see you, buddy.
See you guys.
I'll tell you, as a strong pour, you got to pay for it. But the margaritas at the Raiders-Chargers game were strong.
Need to be
because I brought someone into Oasis right after the game. Johnny did make a strong pour of vodka and soda. The person took one sip and they were like, "I gotta go." These things happen.
So there was no broken ankles. That's good.
There wasn't. That was my fear.
Yeah.
It was like, we have got to get the hell out of here.
It happens. I mean, you needed it that day. It was a tough game to watch.
It wasn't for her. Might have been difficult to watch, but
yeah,
the Chargers game was fun. Thoroughly enjoyed. 5:00 hour is on the way. We're going to talk to Miles Simmons, our PFT football insider, in less than 7 minutes.